Hello, so we're back, and this time we have a PlayStation 5 to repair. So let's see what the customer is saying. The customer is a computer business. It's a gentleman called Steve, and he asked me how much it costs a PS5 broken HDMI port. So yeah, it's a HDMI port. But of course, yeah, before we are proceeding with the job, we are checking the HDMI port. So let's have a look at the HDMI port. Okay, so this is the HDMI port. Let me bring it on focus. So check the port. Huh? Let's check on the other side. Check the pins on the other side. Every pin is present, so this port looks like new. So you replace a port like this? This is my question. You replace a port like this? Why? Because the customer said. Now listen to me. You don't want to fall in this loophole. If you do what the customer want, and probably many it will say yes, sorry, do what the customer want, the customer it will pay. No, they won't. Yeah. So I mean, probably this guy it will pay, but usually the people it will not pay. So let's say I'm changing a good. This is a good HDMI port. So I'm changing a good port. The PlayStation obviously will still be no working. Do you think the customer it will pay? No, it won't pay. That's why we are not doing what the customer want. Yeah, we are checking and we are deciding if we are proceeding with the repair further or not. Now let's test this PlayStation. Let me plug it and see the output of the HDMI. Okay, so plug in the power, plug in the HDMI from the microscope. Yes, I will swap the scene, the microscope. Good. Now pressing the power on. Yeah, so the PlayStation, it is on. Check here, you can see the blue lines. Yeah, it is on. But the picture on the HDMI is not present, you see? And the HDMI port is impeachable. Kind of tricky. Now, of course, we have to repair this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open the PlayStation, yeah, and I will edit the video because I'm assuming probably everyone knows how to open the PlayStation. And we have to check the data lines from the HDMI port and every pin if it's soldered properly and see what's wrong there. Just give me 1 minute. So check here, that's what I call a pour application of liquid metal. So you can see actually on the middle where is the CPU capsule, it's not liquid metal. It's just pour. Okay, let's try to have a look at the HDMI port. Looks like the port has been replaced before. You can see the port has been replaced. So what's the problem with the port? Check here. Every pin from here is desoldered, you can see. I mean, the port is not bad. It's just every pin is moving. You can see, like everyone. Huh? You can see. So that's the reason why this PlayStation is not working. Now, I'm not sure what should I do. But you know what? I don't even think it's point starting the hot air. Not sure what kind of solder is there. So I don't want to risk to melt the port. So I'm gonna get the solder iron. Let's try to do a simple job with the solder iron. Eventually, we can hold the solder iron with the hot air. Yeah, we can do it. Good. So what do we need? We need rosin. That's first thing what we need. We need rosin. Lot of rosin. Rosin is good. Perfect. Perfect. Now we need a little bit of hot air, yeah, around 300 degrees. 300 degrees. You know what? Maybe we need some solder. Just maybe. Yeah, okay, let me grab some solder. 180 degrees solder wire. We have to be sure every pin is soldered in place. Perfect. Yeah. Hot air. Yeah, we have to be sure, you know, every pin is soldered properly. Because we don't want this job to come back, right? Or we want to come back, but not in the first 3 months. Yeah. Remember the printer? Yeah. Rosin? Perfect. Freaking capacitor. Yeah. We need more rosin there. And we have to pay attention on that capacitor. Yeah, it's not there. Yeah, the capacitor is gone. It's inside of my solder. Yeah, perfect. At least the pins are soldered properly. Good, so where is the capacitor? Check there. Check there the capacitor. It's on my solder wire. It's part of the solder iron. Wow. Okay. Let's try to solder that back with hot air. Looks fine. Let's get out the extra solder. No, we can't. Rosin. Okay, everything looks fine. Let's clean it. Actually, you know what? You know what? I can't see too much solder on this side. Here. So let's add a little bit of extra solder. Hot air. We have to heat up the board. Okay, perfect. Let's clean it. Let's clean it and check one more time. So every pin is soldered in place. Perfect. Yeah, the capacitor, let me check if it's not short there. Lol, my capacitor is shorted. Why do I have 3 ohms here? 2 ohms. No, actually that's my multimeter resistance. So there it's a short where is the capacitor. Is soldered behind of the capacitor. So you see how tricky it is? I can't even see the solder, that's the thing, but I'm pretty sure it's there. Yeah, it's there. Okay, now it's fine. Now it's fine. Okay, the capacitor is soldered. Let's check one more time. And it's not short anymore. No, it's not short. It was short behind of the capacitor. Perfect, let's clean. Yeah, perfect. Perfectly clean, every pin is soldered in place. Yeah, that's fine. Now, you know what? I'm curious if I can fix this problem. So you see, it's not liquid metal on the middle. And if it's no liquid metal in the middle, that means it's no heat transfer there. And no, I can't do it. Okay, so we rebond the chip with liquid metal. Perfect, yeah? So now it's fine. Now the CPU is bond, the CPU and GPU. Let me put it all back together and we can test it quickly, right? The HDMI is perfect. Okay, all back together. Actually, it's a lot more work to put the screws back compared with actually repairing it. Plug in the power. Plug in the HDMI. Good. Pressing the power button and let's switch to microscope. So the PlayStation is on. I can see the blue light. We have picture. Wait, what? Copy protect. Okay, for some reason I cannot bypass the copyright protection on the capture card. But we have a monitor here. I will press the power button on the console. Just, to test it. And you can see it's working fine. And so the picture is there. Good. Okay, so all good. Perfect job. Now, the point I'm trying to make, you see, this was a case where actually the HDMI port was good, but was not soldered properly. And also, the biggest improvement on this PlayStation was actually I bond the liquid metal on the heatsink and on the CPU. So this is ready to go back to the customer. But usually, if you see the port broken, then it's broken. But if it's not broken, most likely something else. But in this case, we've seen just, desolder pins. So I'm gonna stop here. I'm happy I helped the customer. I will say thank you for watching. Bye, subscribe, and see you on the next one. Bye.